Hello and welcome to the Dutchin channel. It's Bank Holiday Monday, the 6th of May 2024. Just gone 20 past 6 in the evening, and we're going to do the results show from today's meetings, where we went to Beverley, Windsor and Bath for the UK flat racing. I just want to put up before we carry on that there will not be a results show tomorrow night because there is no UK flat racing at all. So we will be back on Wednesday, but there will be no results show tomorrow evening. Anyway, back to today. And we had another great day, but it could have been better. We'll go into it and we'll see. What we staked there was 850 and we returned 1,046.94. So the profit today was 196.94 to those £50 stakes. So up now in the last 6 days, 467.69. And if you're doing it as a subscriber, using the subscription that you took out, then you would be up 9.35 points to £1. So it isn't bad after the first 6 days. We know what can happen. We've seen plenty of it. But it's a very good start to the month, and I'm really happy with that. We'll go on now to the 6th. So we look into today's 3 meetings. Beverley was our first meeting. We had 5 bets there for £250. We came out of there winning £95.41, so I was quite happy with that. Windsor, we laid out 350. We came out profiting £100 at Windsor. And Bath, we had 6 bets there for £300, and we come out winning £1.53 at Bath. So it was good all round today, really. There was lots of winners again. First and second selections that I always tell you to get on. They're worth looking at. But you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, the profit today, 196.94 to our £50 stakes. And only 17 races. So I'm really, really happy with the way things are going. We know April was very, very upsetting at some point there. But at least we've moved forward from that. So let's get into today's racing. We'll start at Beverley. The first race there, Brummel was the winner, and we just had it as our bottom selection. But it did get our money back and make a slight profit. So I was quite happy with that. We did have the second and the third there. The top selection was third at 23. Then moving into the second race, Powdering. We had this one for full money. That one at 24.2. And again, we had the second here, the second selection, which was 29.3. So we got underway with a winner there. And then in the 4.15, our second selection, Original Thinker, left it late, but at 7.63 came through and won. And the top selection was also second. Then we moved into the 4.50. And as I said the other day, when we had that bad loss, we keep getting these ones right down the bottom that I don't like. I don't really get time to look through and see why. But today I had a little bit of time on my hands. And this is, if I'd have done this on the other system, it would have come out top rated, number 1. And then you do it in a completely different system and it comes out right down the bottom. But this system is winning consistently. Yeah, of course we have bad days. We have bad days on every system we do. So I'm going to be happy to get a few of these down the bottom. And then into the last race at Beverley there. I know this one went off quite short. I had it at 2.32 there. And it was our third selection. We did make quite a nice profit on it. But if you was to look at the race and click on the form and you'll think, just keep scratching your head. You can't see how they go off at that price sometimes, but there's things that I can see in this system that other people can't. I did put a tutorial video up earlier on of a horse called Tillsworth Turf that won at 125 to 1 a couple of weeks ago. And I'll show you how, when you read the form, that you can see how this horse was going to come through at a big price and win. Not necessarily on the day it did or the price it did, but it was always going to come out and win at some point. So moving now into Windsor, our first race was a loser here, Charlie Mason. It was our one under our last bet, but we couldn't get this. But we had the second there, which was our top selection. That was Kiss and Run. Then into the 345, Lucentio, our top selection, obliged here at 5.3. So that was a good start at Windsor. Then our second selection, Tyriac, won at 5.3. Then in the 455, our top selection again won. That was Calm Waters at 3.3. Then in the race after, this was a blanket finish. Thought it was going to get collared right on the line by On Edge, but Jacqueline held on. That was 17.4, so that was another good priced winner. And in the last race at Windsor, we didn't do well at all. That was mostly my worst race of the day, where Storm Valley came through from Dubai Imo. But our top selection there, Angelica K, was third at 34.6. And we had the fourth, which was our third selection, at 48. So you can see sometimes these horses with absolutely no form I've got up there with numbers that can't be seen by, as I like to say, by the naked eye. But we didn't have one in the first two there anyway. And then moved into Bath for the final 6 races. We started off with the first winner there, which was Monkey Miss at 6.4. Then we lost the next race. This was Under Curfew. Maybe a better ride on Joy Choi could have won that, the race for the favourite. Should have done, really. That was second. And then into the 4 o'clock. Moonlit Cloud wins at 7. That's another winner for us. And the talking horse I did up there, which was Bloodhound, that went up at 7.4. Stayed on for a gallant third. As I said, keep backing that horse because it will win at some point. And I will always put it up there if it's in one of our races and I don't miss it on the day. Then in the 435 at Bath, our second selection, Sign Castle City, came through late to win at 7.6. So that was another good win. Then this one I wouldn't get excited about. I might as well put this down as a loser at Bath. This was the 510. Meet Me in Meraki, 20 pence ended up having on that for £1.53 back. But we did have the second, which was our second selection. That was Beach Point at 9.49. And the last race at Bath, the favourite won it, Adronomus Kingdom, which we had right down the bottom. And these are the things with some of these favourites. I do have them right down the bottom. And we had Galactic Glow second at 13.3. So we had a very good day overall. But, you know, as I always say about cashing out, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And today in those last 3 races, we pretty much lost 2 and got our money back in 1. But you can never predict that's going to happen. I was 246 to the good at one point. Then I thought to myself, this could go up, you know, over to 300. But of course, we know it can go the other way as well. So we've ended up with nearly a £200 profit on the day. So I'm not going to grumble with that. And that's the result show for tonight. But don't forget, there will not be a result show tomorrow night because there is no UK flat racing for us to do any betting in. So we will be back on Wednesday to do the selections, and again, there isn't much racing on Wednesday. There's only Chester and I think it's Kempton in the evening. We got a few 4 races or 5, something like that at Kempton, but we've only got one race at Chepstow. We've only got one race. I think I was going to say Chepstow. We got one race at Chester, as most of the races are not handicaps, and only the last race has got horses in that have all run 3 times or more. So there's not a lot to look forward to. But it amazes me how we're just getting underway with the flat season, and then suddenly there isn't no flat racing, and the jump season ends and begins again, and it's all jumps. I really don't understand where it's all coming from, really, but that's anyway. That's put us into a nice position going into a day off tomorrow, and we'll be back on Wednesday. So I hope you've had some winners there yourself today, and if not, you should have followed in some of those. We did well. So we'll catch up on Wednesday. Thanks for watching.